What's good, everybody? It's your boy JR.
Turtle.
Irene. Rev.
Thank you for joining us, Nerds at the Watchtower podcast. As always, don't forget to click like, subscribe, share, tell somebody about us. We're excited. On today's episode, we've entered November, Nostalgic November. This episode is going to be more about, do you remember when? All right, that's kind of how we're going to get the conversation going. Just kind of how we got into certain nerdy things and the nostalgia that comes along with it, right? From commercials to foods to toys to stores. Like, what do we remember? We're going down memory lane starting off November. All right, I'll start us off.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, cool. Do y'all remember the McDonald's Playhouse playpens, the Burger King Playhouse playpens?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm bringing this up because I barely see any anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and like the only one that I see is kind of on Bel Air and on Chinatown, and it's bad,
You
bro.
can't even call it a little
playpen, you know?
It's really bad.
It's really bad, but I remember growing up, like my aunt worked at Burger King, right?
Yeah.
And they had a little, like the Mighty Kids meal, not the Mighty Kids, the Burger King, the kids meal, whatever. And they would have a little place for people to go play. Like, it sucks that they're all looking kind of corporate.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 The colors and everything.
They went from the whole, I guess, you know, I remember when Burger King ran their burgers through the little fire flame grill thing, and they were really flame grilled, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they were really flame grilled. And like you mentioned, the Mighty Kids meal, you know, you were a little bit hungry, but you weren't a little kid anymore. You wanted that double cheeseburger instead of the single cheeseburger. But like you mentioned, nowadays it's more of the LEDs and the square buildings. There's no more innovation, you know, to all these things. You know, the play ports are gone. The Nintendo 64s that used to have, like
my
those systems
God.
are gone.
The Tony Hawk games, the Majora's Mask.
And unfortunately, if we're being real, it's really hard to have something like that in like a console or something nowadays without having any
Mishaps.
Yeah.
if you want to keep it like that, mishaps, you know. And a lot of people don't want to go in ball pits. They don't want to climb. They don't want to go down the stairs, you know, or go down the slide, you know, which sucks. But you know, I'm sure if I saw a playpen or like a slide, you best believe I'm climbing that thing, even if I have to push myself to kind of go, you know. But yeah, you know, that's cool stuff, man. Good times. I remember going to those playpens. You order your food, you know, you go and play around, throw balls at each other, and your parents would be, hey, vente a comer. There you go, la comida. All right, the food's here. Let's go.
Yep.
Now, you don't see no playpen. All you see are these dumb little gotcha roulette games where it's just like, you play this and then it's so dumb. I hate it.
Have you heard about the Chuck E. Cheese pizza conspiracy where they just reuse old pizza that wasn't eaten?
No, I have not.
Oh,
I
yes.
have
Bro,
not.
look it up. There was a whole documentary. And pretty much what it is like people who don't finish certain slices, they just take it to the bag and they just reuse it and reheat it. People are like, nah, this can't be true. And they will notice that when they present you the pizza, like all the slices don't even make a perfect circle.
They were all kind of lopsided.
They're all kind of lopsided,
I
or one's
haven't
cut,
heard
one is
that.
higher than the other, and they're like, Look it up, bro. Look it up.
Oh, okay. And then this is the original one I wanted to bring up. Like, okay, I love Nintendo, whatever. Like, do y'all remember the Nintendo Mario gummies that they will sell to you in a Game Boy Advance like container?
What?
No, guys, come on.
Mandela effect. That never happened.
No, it did. I looked them up. Actually, somebody bought them
I don't.
like 20 plus years later, and he actually tried it. Like, it was so disgusting. It was so disgusting. But those gummies were some of the unreal, so freaking good, and they discontinued them.
Diabetes.
And I've never forgotten about it. Like, I bring it up to my sister at least once a year. Like, do you remember the Nintendo gummies? Because they will sell them to you in a plastic at Game Boy Advance, and inside it was Mario, Donkey Kong, Luigi.
I don't.
I'm gonna put in a picture. on this, so y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So that was the second one, and then the third one I wanted to bring up was the. Man, you had brought it up, but you know what? I forgot, so I'm gonna go ahead.
I don't know.
All right.
You want turtle?
I don't know.
You wanna go?
I don't know.
So it could be like rounds.
Do you remember when?
Oh, wait, no, I remember.
All right. No. Let it go.
Okay, y'all remember when Walmart was fun? When they had like the demos, like the PlayStation demos and the.
I remember Walmart was fun when it was 24 hours and I can go at 3 in the morning to see some wild stuff.
What?
That's all I remember.
Okay.
I remember the 24-hour Walmarts where we would go around and just go walk around. Let's go look at a booster cart and see what kind of carts they have, and just walk around.
Yeah, we would go.
Y'all could even go like when it's restocking. Like
that's the perfect time.
You would go at like 2-3 in the morning and you would see everything, and you're like, whoa, hey, look, let's grab one of
literally
these.
A whole case of like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon cards. They're literally doing this. Bye, babe. Finish up. So we're gonna get first dibs on the Yugi's world.
Yep.
The Joey's world.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Collections 1 and 2. The 5D tins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you, me, Brown,
Yeah.
Sergio, we were going to Targets, Walmarts, and just buying as many as we could.
Yep, I remember that was Pharaonic Guardian. That's when the Pharaonic Guardian, Astral Sanctuary time, right when that switch was from the Yu-Gi-Oh original to the GX. That was that that time. Even I think even after that,
Yeah,
it was
the 5D
the
tins.
5D tins, all that stuff, man.
We started making money around there.
Yeah. That's when we were serious about collecting the stuff and actually caring about the decks and collecting. And we gotta put the sleeve on because ain't no playing on the concrete pebble floor and flipping your card and
No more raw dog
hearing that of your card scratching on the floor.
The power.
Yeah, the power. But speaking of that, you remember when you would play in the apartments with a group of people, your deck unsleeved? And you would just 30 card deck and just sleeve, just sleeving stuff and you just hear the when you draw a card or you slide them or you would shuffle them and all the cards would go on the floor and you couldn't pick it up right. So you would bend the corner and you'd pick it up and put it back. Next thing your cards are like sitting like this. Now your cards are marked because they're sitting lopsided on your deck. You can't fix them.
And when you would play, you knew exactly what card
You know exactly what card you would stack that thing,
Yeah.
Oh man, you could never really play for keeps or for high cards, like a duel, because then you'd have the kids crying to their parents.
No, I remember one time we played at your apartments.
Oh yeah.
Or the one kid that would always lose and his mom would buy him. What was his name, bro? What was in your apartments, bro?
Hey.
All I remember, all I remember was we played him to the point that he was like, "Mi mamá dijo que ya no. I can't play no more."
We would make kids cry.
Because we beat this kid. He had no hollows, straight, just nothing but commons. And so get better, boy. That's it.
They would get in trouble. I know a couple of times I got in trouble because their parents would get involved. Hey, your kid is taking their kid's cup. It wasn't their kid. At that time, Battle City was a thing. So you had that mentality where you would go and you're putting up your rarest card in your deck. So, you'd be confident in your deck. I'm going to put my Dark Magician on the line. Oh, well, I just won. Let me get you that Dark Magician. But if I lose it, my mom said no, and I don't know what's gonna happen. Tough luck. And then we'd have parents complain to our
Shadow Realm,
the Shadow Realm, and we would run around trying to figure. Man, those were some times, man.
I remember.
And you remember them times?
I remember.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Oh, I didn't go.
Oh yeah, go for it.
It's more of like what I missed. Well, I mean, y'all for sure remember this. Y'all remember VCRs.
Good times.
I don't know
Scary
why. Scary times. Oh yeah, scary times with you.
Yeah.
Putting in Freddy Krueger. I just miss them. Nowadays, everything's just either on your phone or on your TV.
Yeah.
And it's not like the whole process of like blowing
And it's
it or
not-
like rewinding
It's not
it.
even like
Physical
you own
media,
it.
man.
You don't own it.
Yeah, literally
renting it. Really.
Exactly. It's just everything's been upgraded now, and it's just only gonna get even more weirder and crazier. But I miss that. I miss burning CDs.
Oh,
The whole process of it.
Hold up.
And Sharpie writing and then drawing little characters y
man.
todo
Man.
is the whole thing. What else? Barney. Why is Barney upgraded? Why does he look like that?
That's a downgrade.
I mean, yeah. Why does he look like that? But yeah, they downgraded him so bad.
Barney.
That's
Barney.
That's Barney. That's ain't no Barney.
Self-identifies as a puppet.
The way that they change these characters and the cartoons that we used to watch, why? Keep them the same.
Yeah.
Why do they maybe add a little bit more color? A little bit more vibrant. That's it. Why do you have to change the whole entire style?
Is Baby Bob still a baby?
what?
Baby Bob.
The green one.
The green one, green dinosaur.
Oh.
Is DJ still a little kid? The yellow one?
I haven't seen it, but
Little DJ.
Little DJ.
yeah. I mean, it's just everything's been changing, and it's so sad. teenagers and kids these days
The flippy disc. Remember that?
The floppy disk.
The flippy disc.
The floppy disc, my bad.
Flippy disks.
They used to make us bring those at school. Like, don't forget your floppy disk tomorrow. Like, you know. And they would keep them in a little cage and stuff. Like.
And
No,
it's,
the worst part is when you would save it and then they would delete themselves and you put the disc back on there and you couldn't find all your stuff.
Yeah, I would
And
have
your
messed with
paper,
that.
because you open the tray, you mess with it, and they would delete something, or you touched it inside, and then you put it in, and you couldn't find anything, or it was empty or whatever, or you open the file and it's all like Chinese symbols and like letters and stuff. You're like, oh no,
this is not the code I wrote.
that's not what I wrote.
Not what I wrote.
What happened? That was the beginning of what happened was. You know.
Yeah. To kind of piggyback on yours, like, it's true. Physical media is now becoming a fad. Is now becoming trendy.
Yeah.
I'm a proud owner of an iPod Classic, and it is a time capsule of memories for me. I hope that thing never goes bad because I'm gonna be really sad. I think the last thing I updated on that was like in 2015.
Yeah.
When iTunes was still like, you could still use iTunes for actual iTunes. And I'm also a proud owner of like I would like to think a pretty diverse and cool CD collection. One of my prized possessions because every CD is mine.
Yeah.
I don't gotta download it. If somebody gets pissed off and hacks Apple or whatever, they can't
whatever
control. I'll delete my
Spotify,
stuff. No, it is mine. And a lot of people are buying VCRs and VHS and cassettes and
in a way, yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, no, because it's they're vintage now.
Yeah.
It's crazy to say that I own vintage media. Estoy viejo.
Estamos viejos.
Yeah, bro.
You know, and it's all coming back. Even like you said, physical media. Like even like if you go back, you know, PlayStations and Xboxes and GameCubes. That's all physical. You can emulate it. You know, they have emulators, but it's not the same feeling than plugging in the remote and actually playing. Because you know, as a lot of people know, you know, a lag time. There's a lag input when you're playing on an emulator versus an actual media. You know, so if you're gonna emulate like a Super Nintendo, you know, it's gonna feel different when you're playing on a keyboard, you know, WSAD, versus you getting out the actual remote and actually playing it. You know, you get that different feeling.
That's why I think we enjoy playing Yu-Gi-Oh in real life. Because you could be behind a monitor on Duel Masters or Duel Monsters, whatever, and whatever, you know, Omega, whatever platform. But in real life, we experienced it today. Nothing says you are putting in work than seeing somebody tremble.
Right.
At being Magic Cylinder.
Right.
And making friends, you know, it's different.
Oh yeah,
that's
Because a lot of times you'll meet people online, and they're like not even here. You know what I mean? They're like so in another state or something. But here it's like local. It's just people that helps you out. You like kind of form a community, know who to go to if you're trying to sell, trade. Like, okay, I know you can count on this person, and I'm not gonna stay away from that person, etc.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I got one more for y'all. And now we're older, we kind of feel it different because as a kid I didn't understand it, why my parents would always be mad. But do y'all remember waking up early on Saturday mornings to watch some cartoons and have some cereal?
I still do.
Bro,
Not cereal,
man,
but leftover Domino's.
on about this.
Bro,
Let's go, bro.
I remember I was a Kids WB kid for a while, and then I switched.
Oh no! Y'all don't leave me hanging. Okay.
And then I switched to like Fox Kids. And then I realized I can have both. I don't just have to stay on one program. And I started noticing that I have favorite shows that show up on both networks on different times. So I will be like, all right, Pokemon, Power Rangers,
Sonic,
Static
Kirby,
Shock, Sonic, what episode? Pass. We're watching Cubics. After that, Animaniacs. And then we get to the good stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh, Batman, let's go. You know, even Bobby's World is a really cool one.
I remember Pokemon. It would always put Pokemon and then Yu-Gi-Oh at the end. They would end with Yu-Gi-Oh. That was so cool.
The greatest.
It would be like, for me, what I remember the order was Teen Titans, and then it would be like Jackie Chan, Shaolin Showdown, Mega Man, and then it would go Pokemon,
Battle Network.
All
hooking up your Ethernet and not letting your parents talk on the phone.
Yes.
I remember when they would release those PETs, like the toys?
Yeah.
My parents never really bought me toys. They bought me cars, but not toys. I made my own PET from cardboard and paper at school. Like, I was just make the little chips, draw, and then I made a little cardboard, little PET. I'd be like, let's show off, because these rich kids would have their little real thing, and I'd be like, whatever, I got my handmade one. It's cool. It's cool. I love that.
Le Fufu PET.
Yeah, that was my Le Fufu PET, man. I love Mega Man. Let's go.
Irene, what about you?
Yeah. Somewhat.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Somewhat?
Yeah, it was more Hispanic stuff, but yeah.
Okay.
Those
Yeah,
ones.
okay, you're working
I remember
on it.
watching
Alegría tiene ojos.
That was my
Yes.
thing. Saturday.
El alcachofa, man. That was my boo
Yep.
thing back then.
That was
That was your boo name?
My
Boo
boo thing back
thing.
then.
Oh,
That was that rebelde face.
Oh.
A mí la niña de la mochila.
Rosa de Guadalupe.
Cómplices del rescate.
La
Viva
fea,
los
la fea
niños.
más bella. La
La
fea
fea más
I love that. Yeah. Jaime Camil, I had a crush on him too.
Dos mujeres, un camino.
Oh, Lucho Domínguez.
Amigas y rivales.
Amigas y
Eh.
rivales.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Throwback.
Yeah. The memories.
Oh yeah.
Good
Oh, don't
stuff.
tell me on that. Oh yeah. Y'all remember getting home, your parents are watching TV or your mom's making food and your dad's getting home from work. Hey, la novela. Get off the TV. Go do
Yeah.
your homework in the room or
No,
in the
yo
bedroom.
no.
We're gonna watch some novelas.
No, yo no.
Yeah.
Me quedaba de la
And it
novela.
would just be whatever novela's coming up.
Yeah.
That's what you're stuck watching.
Salome.
Yeah, no. Dinner time was novela time, and it was my mom's
Yeah,
time.
it was sacred time. You would not.
Sábado Gigante.
Oh, that
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Bro!
Yes.
Sabadell Gigante?
Yeah.
Fear
And
Factor.
Chacal?
Oh my gosh, Fear
Fear
Factor.
Factor was good.
Oh man.
There was a network called, Spike TV.
Oh, I remember.
Spike TV was a man's
That was that
network.
Fear Factor.
It was a man's network. They had the Man Show. There was Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, I remember
Ninja
that.
Warrior.
Ninja Warrior was another good one.
Was that
A lot of these programs would not survive now
That fact.
because people will be complaining of how chauvinistic or whatever you want to call it. But these shows were hilarious, bro. 100%. I remember watching that. I remember watching a lot of VH1, a lot of Comedy Central.
Oh yeah.
For sure. In the morning, I would wake up, and this is before we had like Spotify and all that stuff. So as I would get up to get ready for school, I'll turn on the TV to VH1 because they had music videos in the morning
Yeah, I remember.
before school. So I'll be listening, the classics, bro. The emo era, right? I wasn't emo with like makeup or nothing or the hair, but I was like, I dig the music.
In your heart.
In my heart, I was a skater kid back then, bro. So My Chemical Romance, 311, even Avril Lavigne. I remember Hinder came out, System of a Down, Metallica, all the greats. And I remember waking up and then making sure I turned off the TV because if not, that mo was gonna be on all day. And my parents would be like, "No pagaron la tele."
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh man.
The memories.
Man, memories. How about this? How about this one? You got, we talked about, the video game world. Remember Tech TV and X-Play? Their
Yes.
game reviews.
E3?
E3.
Oh,
Oh man.
What was the other one? G4?
G4, I think it's
Something like that.
one of those things. You go to Tech TV, and I remember I did not watch X-Play to go to the reviews for the games. That's like before you had people actually reviewing stuff like on YouTube. This new game just dropped. I'm gonna go to X-Play. I'm gonna see the review. I'm gonna see that 5. I want the 5 stars out of 5. I want to see the reviews of the games. And I can tell you back then, Diane Mazzotta,
Oh my lord.
that was my girl.
Bro, I remember when Olivia Munn was on those. Actually, yeah, growing up as a teenager, I think Olivia Munn was one of my like gamer crushes. And then I found out later on that she became Psylocke in X-Men. Lord, bro, just recast her for the Marvel Universe, 100%. Olivia, and then she's such a great actress, bro. What was that one like political show she's in? I forget it, but she was a good lawyer. She was a good lawyer.
She's a good lawyer.
Hey, yeah, man. All right, I'm gonna ask you one more. You ready? Do y'all remember the Pizza Hut pizza commercials with the little pizza puppet?
Oh yeah, I do.
No?
Commercial.
Yeah, so it was like a slice of pizza, and it was like, oh no! And it had like olive
No, it's okay. You're not
fries.
crazy. I remember.
Okay, bro. Yes.
I guess no, I don't.
We're gonna have to find it, bro. I promise
It'll
you.
probably, trigger back.
I was like, what in the world? And I was always crack up because this little guy was always messing up and finding himself in the worst situations. Poor little slice of pizza. He just wanted to be eaten.
It's the Pizza Head Show.
Hey everybody! When you buy a Pizza Hut Kids Pack, you can get a
swirl, Johnny. One each week.
Look, Pizza Head, I already got mine.
Cool. Wait, those aren't the real guys.
Sure they are. And Johnny Steve wants to take you scuba diving.
I don't know.
I'll just tighten your mask. Look at all the pretty fish, Pizza Head.
Ooh, pretty.
Hey, there's a big one. Ooh, good thing sharks don't like pepperoni.
You're telling me.
See you next time. The real Johnny Quest packs are at Pizza Hut.
I remember when commercials used to be way funnier, a little bit more savage
yeah.
too. Like it had now.
This summer.
Yeah.
Just so, yeah.
Ahora ya no.
We showed Irene a commercial for Critters for one of our previous videos, and watching it, I realized, bro, this is so cringy, but it's hilarious, and I miss those kind of
Back
commercials.
in the day, yeah.
Where like trailers to movies actually told you something,
Yeah.
and kind of like was over exaggerated.
Kind of
Yes.
dramatic, yeah.
Dramatic.
This summer, the world is going to end.
Literally.
Tune in, 1995, summer 1995.
Exactly.
I was like, oh my god, 1995 this summer, the world's gonna end.
Before.
Independence Day.
For real.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, no. Oh, here's a good one. Are you ready? Do y'all remember? Well, maybe some of y'all don't. Do y'all remember when the world thought it was gonna end in the year 1999?
Oh yeah.
December 30th, 1999. We're going into the Y2K.
sure do.
And we had a bunch of people at church talking about, oren porque nos vamos a ir al cielo. And blah, 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 los pecadores. And then next thing you know, we showed up next Sunday looking at you like, you a liar.
I feel like that happens like every.
It happened, yeah.
You a liar.
Before
4
you
years.
said 1999, I was about to say which time.
Yeah.
It's literally waste.
It happens.
I was a kid. I was like, man, we really gonna die? Like, what? I need in my life. Damn it.
Literally last September, it happened again.
Yeah, and I was like, no, but as a kid, I remember
Oh, yeah.
the dude at church was like, everybody, we need to do this. We're going to meet us here and this and that. And the next Sunday we show up and I'm looking at him like, you're a liar. Don't you tell me nothing about the Lord. I don't trust you. You go confess. You don't tell me nothing. Hell no. Mentiroso.
All right.
Hell yeah, it was just funny.
Yeah. I don't know.
We're reminiscing on good old times.
Yeah, how about this? Y'all remember the crazy ketchups, the colored ketchups?
Oh, the handsome purple and green from Burger King.
Purple, the green ones, they had them in the squeeze bottle, and they had like different colors.
The 90s was so cool,
Yeah,
bro.
the green
It was
one
colorful
the
for
best
sure.
one.
You remember the
Yeah.
Gusher pouch, the little plastic bottle juices?
Yes.
I remember when they had I first saw crinkle cut fries. And
Little potatoes with smiley faces.
yeah, potato with smiley faces in school.
Man, and y'all might think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but do y'all remember when Domino's tasted different? Domino's had a different recipe before.
We have a store
Let
at
us tell
Domino's.
you.
Oh, I'm not crazy.
Let us tell you.
Okay.
No, because I actually researched on this and they did change the recipe. So
Yeah, it makes
I know
sense.
I'm not crazy.
I will say it tastes way better now.
What? I liked it before more.
You didn't have what we had.
No.
I don't know.
8 boxes and boxes of
Another
cold
one. Y'all
pizza.
remember the old Burger King fries?
Yeah.
No, those were good. But yeah, go back to Domino's.
Domino's pizza, you remember that stuff?
Bro.
Every time, every field trip, every after school event, just for the
too.
heck of it, here's
Me
some
too.
pizza.
So we went to a charter school, so we were always begging for money. And then we were used as charity objects in a way.
Yeah.
Shout out to the school. I'm not gonna put y'all on blast because y'all need that. And essentially, we would get rewarded, right? I ain't gonna lie, at the time we didn't really see what we were doing, but looking back now, we had a pretty cool middle school years for sure.
Oh, for sure.
And we would have field trips. Like every year in middle school, we would go to a haunted house, like the whole school, right? But you had to earn it. If your grades were good, you were able to go. And anytime we had late events like that, they would order Domino's pizza. So we grew up on Domino's pizza, and we were sick and tired of Domino's pizza to the point that until recently, I was like, what options do we got? Bro, I'd rather have Pizza Hut than Domino's pizza. I'd rather have Little Caesars, Papa John's. Then recently they changed their format, and I'm like, this is not the Domino's I remember. The Domino's we had was dry and cardboard.
Yeah.
Dry, like it was drier than Popeye's biscuits.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yo, for real. And Popeye's biscuits are pretty dry, but they're tasty. They're fluffy.
Maybe because you had it so many times.
Yeah.
It could be.
But we don't.
But I had Chinese food a lot of time, and I'm never tired of that.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I will tell you that that garlic crust nowadays
Magnifique.
is
Interesting.
magnifique. It's
Okay.
well.
Nah, back in the day, I was like, Domino's, hell
No,
no.
you want no
No, I
Papa
used to
John's,
love
Pizza Hut,
Domino's.
stuffed crust over regular.
Hey, Little Caesars had stuffed crust now.
Hey,
too,
Little
bro.
Caesar hits though. Little Caesars when it's fresh,
Yeah.
I will
it
say this.
smacks.
People
also
talk
think
down on Little Caesars.
I think it's location dependent as well.
Oh yeah.
Because the one by my house sucks, but I've been to some that have some real good like pizza.
The one around
Yeah.
Corner Skid.
I definitely agree to that. I also feel like people, like, so maybe it's because, you know, when you start changing lifestyles or whatever, don't forget who was feeding you when you were broke, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes down to it, especially right now, how times are right now, bro, you tell me you got a couple bucks and you gonna not enjoy that Little Caesars pizza?
It's gonna hit.
It's gonna hit. Taco Bell is practically vegan because it's not even real meat. Right? I remember when Taco Bell was affordable.
When Taco Bell used to be colorful.
The
too.
dollar menus.
The dollar
they're gone.
they're
Oh yeah.
The dollar menus are there. $2.
The value menu.
The value menu. Where's that? What happened to
That is
that?
not-
Where's the value?
It's like, where did that go?
And can y'all fix a goddamn ice cream machines at McDonald's? God dog it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing this and craving some type of ice cream.
I want some.
No sirve. And Chick-fil-A, can you get my order right once, please?
All right. Now this just became a whole different video.
Nah,
I remember when.
never had
I remember when my orders were right. That's what I remember. All right. Anybody else have any? Dale.
No, I'm good.
All right, Irene.
I'm good.
I want to hear one from you.
I don't know if y'all went to these field trips when y'all were little, but I was talking to Rev a while back, and I remember when we were little kids, they would take us to this field trip
Exchange City?
and where we get to
It's
choose
called
our job.
BizTown now.
Yeah.
But
What?
it was called Exchange City
Yeah.
back then, but it's called BizTown now. Yeah,
They gave you a job, no?
Yeah,
And
it's like a little city.
yeah.
It's fake, of course. And they gave all the kids a job.
then you te vas
Yeah.
estás trabajando.
So you'd either work at a bank, you'd work at like a fast food place,
yeah.
newspaper. You'd be, and I don't know about you, Irene, but in my school, people would. You would have to apply to be like the judge, the DJ, all the cool jobs that everybody wanted, and then they would have like the kids go up on stage and then vote. I remember I tried to be the judge, and I lost to a white boy.
We had
That's
to.
his
We had to turn our shirts inside out. So.
No, for real. Our school made us turn our shirts inside out as punishment for not doing your homework, for coming late, for misbehaving, for
Alright.
kicking somebody.
For everything.
It was all about embarrassing the kids.
That's sad.
Yeah, well, that's
But
what we
nowadays, you
But
can't even
I
do
will
that.
tell you that
we can
It
get
grew
that.
character.
we
Y'all
didn't
grew
get them, but we came out.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
There was a few select people that didn't, but
sense.
we came out. Salimos bien. We all came out pretty good. You know, we're all decent people. You know, most people that I remember from back then.
It makes your character grow for sure.
Yeah,
Because nowadays, you don't see that.
Bro, I remember when I saw, like, I didn't believe people would do that until I got to that school. And, like, the first day, because before we even got to the school, we had homework over the summer. Every summer we had homework
yeah.
to do.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
another
Like
thing.
a thick old packet. And we would get there, and like on the first week, I saw this one kid bawling his eyes out. They're like, go turn your shirt inside out. And it's like a whole thing. And I'm like, bro, just don't turn your shirt inside out. What's wrong with you? Because I didn't understand that was the consequence. Like they talked about, I didn't believe it. I was like, that's stupid. They ain't gonna do that. And this kid, and I'm like,
You gotta do that.
what? And then then eventually I had to do it, and I was like, okay.
Okay.
Wow.
No, but it was crazy because they'll tell us turn your shirt inside out, and you can't talk to anybody,
talk to
and
nobody.
nobody can talk to you.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Exactly.
And they had to sit in the back of the class.
And then imagine this.
They were the last ones to get their food.
Yeah, they were the last one. And then in the bus, they have to be in the back and not talk to anybody.
No, in the front, and can't talk to them.
Okay, but the problem is, you're in the bus, you're going home. There's no teachers there to watch.
Oh.
So what would happen is sometimes, I would talk
teacher's back.
I would talk to you, right?
Yeah.
And be like,
Snitches.
and then they'd be like, hey. They talk to, and then you get, hey. So we heard you talk to X and so on the bus on the way home. That's not allowed. And then because you spoke to them, you automatically became one, and you had to turn your shirt.
That's
God.
crazy.
It's a cult.
It was
It
cold.
was a cult, bro.
I believe it.
And that's what we were like. I remember one time he had his shirt inside out, and we were they're like, "Oh, you can't talk to her." We're like, "I'm gonna see you after work." I'm gonna see you after
Not to worry, bro.
That's what it felt like. Cause
I'm to a tournament. We're gonna play Yu-Gi-Oh like this weekend.
so
like,
the reason why I say that is because we would joke. Every time you did your homework and you would do good, you would get points, and they would literally give us a piece of paper. It's like, "Here's your paycheck," and we could use.
I see what you mean,
we
yeah.
would use that point system to buy school supplies, to stuff like that, and they were kind of teaching us responsibility and stuff like that. You understand? I get it, but we were like, "Bro, I'm off the clock, bro. I'm going to your
we're
house.
at school. We're gonna go play this. We're
We're
gonna
gonna play this. I don't care."
Or we're gonna go here. But even it was so involved to where the parents were like, "Oh, like he's in trouble because he's in church tonight. Make sure you don't talk to him because it was a thing."
The parents took it more serious than
That's
the kids.
insane.
Very seriously.
That reflects on the
And who are you
child.
calling? You can't call him because he's in trouble. Why are you gonna call him?
Oh yeah.
But here we are, man.
Here we are.
Bunch of time.
Still
bunch of years
talking.
later.
Hi, my name is
Still
JR,
talking.
and I survived bleep, school.
All right.
You know what you did. But yeah, let us know if you're still here in the comment section below.
Yeah.
Put a smiley face that we know that you watched the whole video.
And let us know what you remember from childhood.
Nostalgic moments.
Let us know what you miss.
What do you miss? What do you wish was still around? And how could we start a movement to bring it back? That kind of could work. Who knows? As always, don't forget to click like, subscribe, share. Tell somebody about us. At the end of the day, you already know. In Nerds We
Nerds We
Trust. I'm JR.
Turtle.
Irene.
Rev.
We out.
Bye.
Bye.